What's going on, everybody? Danny the Bull back with a live stream. First one on alts in a while. Here with the homie Jordan Riz. How you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing super well, Danny. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, definitely good to be here with you. I've been meaning to stream about like just the overall market and alts and things like that for a while, but it's hard to get back into the swing of things. But I figured today was a good day with the rate cuts. First rate cut came today. And now's a good time heading into October. Talk about alts, where we think the market is headed, and talk some strategy and what we're looking to buy and whatnot. So, first of all, what did you think of the rate cut? Was it what you expected? Did the market react as you expected, or did you have no expectation?
I thought it was going to be 0.25, not 0.5. And I don't know. What would you say? I think the market's pretty even, right? Bitcoin hasn't really moved much. Let me just quickly check. But it really doesn't, it doesn't know what to do. When I woke up this morning, it literally said 0% up and down, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's up a little. I mean, it's over 60K now, right? I think at the start of, let me pull up the 24-hour. Yeah. So I think this morning we were at like 59. It had that spike up right here. It spiked to 61.
So slightly bullish, I guess. Slightly bullish.
No, it was definitely bullish, and the S&P 500 hit a new all-time high.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that the markets digested it as bullish, 50 basis points. It was a question of 25 or 50. I think everyone knew that a rate cut was coming, so it was a matter of how big. So it looks like it was bullish, not like, it's not pumping or anything like that. But I guess that it's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's way better than everything dumping like crazy, which, was a possibility. Imagine they said, actually, we're not doing any rate cuts. We're not doing any. I think that would have crashed the whole market.
And also people had people were worried, or there's a lot of chatter about, is the market going to dump afterwards, right? Because I think historically there have been, that's what's happened after a rate cut. Historically, sometimes there's been a market dump. But, I've always said that there are two reasons why they cut rates, right? One is normalization, and the second is panic, right? When there's panic like COVID, the banking system crashes, they rush to cut rates. And that's when the market tends to crash, right? And so I've been looking at this data, which tells you every time they've cut rates in the last 20 or 30 years, and how the market has digested it and reacted. And if you look at all the normalization, like 2019, there was normalization cut, 1995 normalization cut. There might be a small pullback on the month, but afterwards, markets have responded positively. 2019, 3 months up 2%, 6 months 10%, 12 months 9%. So
yeah, most of it's positive. Most of that's positive.
Positive, yeah. And if you look at, here is the monthly chart on Bitcoin. Historically, you see that September acts like Rectember, right? September is historically red, and it's no different this cycle. Down almost 8%. I think now it's about even. Actually, might even be in the green. But if you look at historically what October has done, and here was the last in black.
Did you say Chucktober?
Chucktober, baby. Yeah. If you look historically what Bitcoin has done in October, Chucktober, it's been the best month historically, specifically after a halving, right? So the last halving, October was up 27%, November was up 42%, followed by 46%. You go back 2 cycles ago, up 14%, up 5%, up 30%. And so do you think we're going to start running Q4?
Yeah, I think it's gonna fly, man. It's gonna fly. Do you know if they've printed yet? Have they started printing money?
No, I think they mentioned tightening actually. So they mentioned. I think I was listening on my drive home. You mentioned possibly tightening. I don't think they're going to print yet. I think if they printed and cut, it would be too much, too soon, maybe. And I think
maybe next month or something.
Yeah.
The printer goes on.
Yeah, I think
that'd be in line of October, right? I mean, I'm sure these politicians have like a ton of money invested. They invest in September probably. They know they're pushing everything on October. They're gonna, they want. Hey, Scotty Blaze.
What's
You know,
good?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think they know what they're doing, right? It's like you said, it happens every cycle. Yeah. Hey, do you follow Raoul Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about the everything cycle, the everything code, and it's about the liquidity cycle is so it controls all markets.
Yeah. And but he's super bullish on like Solana now. And he talks about the banana curve, right? Where we get into that like silly zone. I can't wait for that, man. I feel
We're
like
almost there. We're almost in the banana zone. You can feel it. It's coming.
I think the banana zone's coming, yeah, in 2025. I think the last, 20% of this market, you're going to see like the 80% of your gains come in the last, you know, 20%, which I think would be next, back in earlier in the year when we got to this head start, I thought that maybe we'd peak out at the end of this year, but the cycle kind of reset itself. And I'm thinking, maybe by third quarter next year, we'll be in that banana zone.
Now, did you post our link in the Chuck chat? I don't think you did.
No, I put it in the other chat.
I get some more Chucks is in. What was that photo you used of me?
Sorry, bro. It's the only one I had. Do you like it? The thumbnail?
It's the best. It's the best. Did you see the photo that the Scotty Blaze and Bad Sports used for you?
No.
It's really good. You didn't see it? Oh, you didn't see the photo they used? It's so good. It's so good. Hey,
Where
can I
was
share
that
my
post?
screen? I'll find it.
Yeah, go for it. Share it.
Find it for you. Um, I don't know if I can. I'll see if I can find it. Where is it, Flux? I think I can share. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this.
Pull it up.
1 second. I will. If I just click it. Yes.
SoCal in the house. What's good, SoCal? Where you been, SoCal? It gets a little bearish in crypto and SoCal disappears. Although I can't say that because I haven't really streamed.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
How good is that?
Who made this?
That is, I think, Bad Sports.
Which funny.
He was being a bad sport. No, it's good. So we're both bulls. So it makes sense because you're Danny the Bull.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So what you been buying? Jordan?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I've been all in the Titan ecosystem now. Titan X. I've got Titan X, Dragon X, got some Blaze, got the Inferno going. I've been buying some TET as well. I know you're big into TET as well as Medicaid. And I mean, I bought a lot of Chuck, but I haven't bought it lately because I'm out of money for Chuck. I have way too much Chuck. I'm all chuck it out. So I'm waiting. I'm excited. But I did consolidate down, Danny. I had 16 tokens 2 weeks ago. I now have 10.
Oh
So,
wow. And what did you have like when alts were running earlier in the year? How many coins did you have?
Yes, I had about 16, 17. I tried to keep it fairly low, but I've definitely switched some out. I got rid of Epico. I got rid of Rio, which I still think is probably pretty good.
I love Rio. Yeah, it's still one of my big
Yeah,
holdings.
I don't like some of the things they did. Like they
Mhm.
literally crashed the price of it on purpose in one of their
I don't think
posts.
that was on purpose. That's
That was a
fudge.
while ago.
Fudding Rio.
They had terrible communication. That's
Yeah, it
all.
was bad communication around the ETH pair.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they literally like tanked the price. Like it was like this on a straight line up. I
But they
think what
went
they
on.
did.
They immediately went on X and correctly stated what they meant.
Yeah, I think like 24 hours later, the damage was done.
Stop fudding my bags, brother.
The damage is done. No, Rio's a good one. I see a lot of people posting out Rio too. I think it's going to do really well. But I just want to consolidate down to just my favoriteest picks. What else did I have? There a whole bunch. I got rid of some of my ADA, some of my Solana.
Yeah,
I
I
got rid of my
consolidated
Pepe.
also. What's
I
that?
sold all my Pepe, all my Brett, all my Pepe.
Hmm. I mean, I did a lot of that also. I think at most I had like 20 coins, which was a lot for me. I don't really like having that many, but I'm
Yeah.
about 15 right now. But I've consolidated into my favorite coins, and I think
Do you
now is a
have
good time.
like the top 4 make up 80% of your portfolio?
Um, it's possible, man.
Because that's what I always find. Like the top, I've just got a few that. So my 4 biggest plays right now is Chuck, TET, Medicaid, and the Titan X ecosystem as a whole, because I've got so many different tokens in that.
Yeah.
But Inferno is my biggest one. Inferno is my biggest one, and we just had a stream with Scotty Blaze and Bad Sports, and like Inferno, it looks like they're going to burn the supply down to nothing. What
Well, they
happens?
can't burn it to nothing. I mean, I'm assuming as the market cap gets bigger, the burns will slow, right?
Yeah,
Right
I
now, the
guess
burns will be
so.
bigger because the market cap is low. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I haven't thought too much about how it works, but I do
I would
know that
think that as
there's.
the price increases, the level of burn will decrease. Like there'll be an inverse correlation there.
But with 5 different protocols burning on it,
It'll still
it's
be
still gonna
crazy
burn.
burn.
It's gonna burn like crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're 42% burnt, right? And they were 40% 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So
Yeah.
like
That's a
to
lot
lose a percent in a couple of days is
When-
insanely high, because
for
that's not
sure.
coming back. Right? It's not coming back. At
Yeah.
this rate, in 1 week, they'll be down to 50% burnt, which is like that's unheard of. And it's exciting because it's a bull, and you're Danny the bull. It's a bull, and it's in a bull market, and it's a flaming bull that burns. So it's got a really good narrative, and if they can really get their marketing together, and I talked to them, like we just talked to them on stream, on my channel, and we're wondering if they're going to have exchanges, and they weren't too keen on exchanges. So I don't know if that's going to affect them a lot. If there's enough money in the Titan ecosystem to make them go to like $1 billion market cap without exchanges. But yeah, they said exchanges are welcome to list them. So
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely intriguing what they're doing. I like the meme coin looks good. I love the hyper deflationary tokenomics. I would say that I would like to see it a little more simplified in terms of the creating a more simplified explanation for people to easily onboard people. I do think you mentioned that could be a barrier to entry, and I agree with that. But definitely, I'm going to be looking more into them.
awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you
Is
want
there
to get this?
any coins
You always
any
get
coins
this
you like?
question. You always get this question, brother.
I don't know why. I've been very public about my selling of my OMI over the last year. I don't have much OMI at all. I still hold a little bit in some wallets. That's about it. I don't want to say too much, but I had 220 million OMI, and I have a lot less than that now.
Yeah, and
We'll say,
I was going to
yeah.
say people tend to marry coins, and I think you shouldn't marry any altcoin. I think that you get blinded when you marry an altcoin and lock in. For me, I look at what's going to give me the biggest gains in this shortest amount of time. Right, we have now 1 year of this bull run coming up, right? Presumably, if all goes according to plan, we got 1 year, and what's going to give you the greatest returns? And I think that's what you have to make your decision on. So people, buy and sell and do what they please.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked. OMI's still in the 00039 range. That is not a very happy range.
I mean, the market's down, but the thing about it is, when the market was, it's been making lower lows. So we'll see. I hope that it does well for people and people can get their
Oh
money in.
yeah, my brother still has some OMI. My mum still has some OMI. Like I have family members that have OMI, right? Obviously I still have a little bit as well, but not. I have very little now compared to what I used to have.
Yeah, but why do you like Tectum?
I only just understood like a couple of weeks ago of what it actually does. It's amazing. It's such a clever idea to be able to move Bitcoin around without actually moving Bitcoin around. It's very
Yeah.
clever. It's such a cool technology, and they've won a bunch of awards recently. They've won 2 awards, I think, in the last couple months. They they're very legit. It is one of my biggest plays. Yeah, I have over 3,000 Tectum. So for everyone
Trying to
who's looking
find,
for
yeah,
tech.
they where is it? Here it is. Yeah, the team won the Best Blockchain Innovation Award at the Leaders in FinTech Awards 2024, which highlights Tectum's innovative approach to solving financial challenges. Yeah, so that was pretty bullish. They've been holding up strong now. I think they're still over $8. I think Tectum can do very well this cycle, and that is one of my top 5 plays. Top
Do
3,
you,
really.
do you have more Tectum than me? You
I
might.
think
I
you
know
might have
you got
just passed me. You blew right. What do you have?
3,000.
You passed me.
Ah,
Yeah, nice bag,
well,
brother.
I try and get bigger bags than everyone, but it doesn't really work
Yeah,
very
you're
well.
sick. You're a psychopath.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Yeah, no, I like Tectum a lot. I think it's going to do well this cycle. I think it's one of those that can swell to a really big market cap because it's a layer one. Polkadot went to what, a $50 billion market cap last cycle.
People made 100x's on it.
Yeah, I mean, Cardano went to, I want to say, what, 70, 80 billion
Went pretty big. Yeah.
without smart contracts, FYI.
Yeah, that was before they were live. Yep.
Right. And I'm not saying that that's what Tectum will do, but that's the potential of a layer one. And
It just
Solo
needs to
says
get to 6
Tectum
billion
is
to do 100x, right?
that?
6 billion is 100x. It only needs to go to 6 billion.
Right. That's 100x from here. Correct. And Solo says Tectum is a centralized pass. And brother, I'm out here. I don't care about centralization and decentralization in terms of, I'm talking about multipliers, right? So the same people said this about Solana. I was buying Solana up between $8 and $25. Solo, you were fudding my bag. Back then, you were saying Solana breaks. It's true. Solana was breaking, right? And Solana is centralized. They had to turn it back on. But I didn't care about that. I saw Solana as being the next, the next best layer one behind Ethereum, the one that was going to, take up 20% of its market cap. And I bought it up between $8
right?
and $24.
Solana's huge right now, right?
Solana's at $130, I want to say at the moment. Let's see. So people get, if you're like a tech maxi
60
or
billion, 60 billion,
60 billion, and it was at
don't get it because it's centralized, Danny. Don't get it.
Yeah, I'm here for the gains, brother. So Solana hit close to $200 back in July.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I sold some at the top there. I did well.
I did also.
I didn't get in as early as you though, Danny. I know you got in really close to its lows.
Well, to be fair, I bought Solana high also. I bought Solana at 70 and whatever. Last cycle.
70 is almost a 3x. Oh, you mean last cycle?
I know. Now it's a 2x. But I went hard when it was cheap. So, Tectum is a layer one, and layer ones can do big numbers. And even if it got to, I think the low billions is very possible for it in such a small market cap at, $60 million right now, that, it could do well. And it's got that. And the thing about layer ones is that there are a lot of them, right? So it's a crowded field. It might not be as easy to stand out, but they can stand out because of their soft node technology.
It's amazing. It's really good for Bitcoin because it's so. And what are they? The fastest blockchain ever that's been tested.
Yeah. So they do 3 million transactions per second. They broke the record first and did 2 million. Then they did 3 million. There are others like Devve who claim to do 8.
So Devve doesn't do it on one chain. Devve does it as what's it called? Sharded. Yeah. So that's not the same. It's not really the same thing, and it's not a layer one either, right? What is a layer one?
Well, it is a layer one, but it's also they are a layer one. They're a layer one. They're an exchange. They have an exchange coming out. Devve has what else? A launch pad, and they have a bunch of things.
How's it going, Devve? I haven't checked the price in a while.
It's down. I've gotten hurt on Devve here.
Yeah, I got in and I got out pretty quickly, and I think I either broke even or maybe.
I
What's the
think
time?
Devve's a good price at this level here. Let me pull it up. I lost my stream. I think last I saw, I mean, it was at like 14 cents, which is crazy. It got beat down because they had a lot of unlocks. They also came to market, like the token launched at a bad time. It's when everything was pumping. And so it came out and immediately went to $2, but then the market dumped. And so it dumped hard, especially with the unlocks. There was a lot of sell pressure. So
Should we
it
talk
was
about Medicaid next?
in a second. I want to pull up the Devve chart.
Debbie?
Yeah.
And there's another one. It's like
20 cents.
almost looks exactly the same in terms of name.
What's that?
There was another token there called Devve as well. Don't know what that is.
This is the real Devve. It's at 20 cents. $11 million market cap, but I'm not sure that's the real. I'm not sure if that's with. Sometimes it's a little off. But
Oh yeah, it's really hard to work out. That says about 54% supply out. Is
yeah,
that accurate?
yeah, I think it is. I think that most of their supply would be out by November. I think that or whatever's coming out over the next
Can
year.
you go to 3 month on that chart there? I want to see, or 1 year.
It's brutal, brother. 3 month?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
It's
It's
showing a little bit of life.
If you look back to a year, well, see, it looks like a lot of coins. So it launched. The pre-sale was at like 40 cents. The last pre-sale, they had 2 pre-sales, and the last one they did was at 40 cents. It launched. It went up to about $2, and then the market tanked.
Yeah, I
and it's-
remember it went to $2. Yeah,
What's that?
I remember it went to $2.
Yeah, it went to $2. So I mean, I think I like the narrative of it, and I think that they'll do well. And it's cheap, 20 cents. Yeah, I know Mohammed Siddiqui's got some Devve here. He wants it to go to $4 to $5. Jeffrey Lee in the house. What's good?
MCADE 30 cents to 50 cents.
Yeah.
Chuck $100 and Omi to $0, says Muhammad.
Who said that?
Muhammad, I don't know how you say his
yeah. He's playing. Medicaid. Yeah, so you've been adding to your Medicaid bag?
Yeah. So I've got I think 3.5 million Medicaid now. Have I got more Medicaid than you, Danny?
Yeah, you do. You got a lot more of everything than me, I think.
Nah.
I'm showing off, man.
You did have more Chuck than me.
I know you just surpassed me. I shouldn't have told you how much I had. You wouldn't have added.
I know. It's exactly what happened. I was supporting the charts, guys. I was supporting the Chuck charts.
Yeah. But Medicaid is at an $11 million market cap.
Yeah, man. If that does what Gala Games did, it went to 7 billion. That's like a 700x.
Yeah, I think that would be ambitious for Medicaid, but
even if it did a quarter of that, right? That would still be like a 200x.
Yeah, the thing about Medicaid is even if it went to 500,000 market cap, which I think that's very achievable. Yeah, that would 50x. Be what, 40x?
Yeah, we'll say 40, 45x.
Yeah, still, because it's fully diluted. Russ, what I love about Russ is he's all in, man. You know,
I love him. I love him, and he talks about it too. He talks shit about the other tokens too. I love him. He's an awesome guy. Medicaid loves Chuck. Chuck loves Medicaid. We got good partnership there as well.
Yeah, and he's all about it, man. And he said that there were going to be buybacks and things like that. And did you hear? I didn't watch their latest AMA. Did you catch it?
I haven't. I haven't seen the latest AMA. How recent is that? Like within?
It was It was last week. I think it was last Wednesday.
No, I didn't catch it, unfortunately. But did you play the game yet? The Chuck game, the latest.
I didn't.
The one Cashew set up. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. My daughter's played it, my son's played it, my wife has played it, and I've played it now. So, my high score is actually my son did go my high score. So I have to beat him.
You play it on mobile?
I actually just play on the desktop computer. I think it'll be easier on mobile because you can use your finger. It's probably gonna be more accurate than the mouse.
Yeah, but they have now. So what I like about them and what they're doing, first of all, Russ is gonna support the chart. He talks about doing buybacks. They released their what is it, like their AI based marketing package that they're selling to their partners. So they have about 70 gaming partners, right? And I think he said that about 50% of them will be buying their product, which is a marketing thing, right?
So they're
Package.
going to have plenty of money then, plenty of runway for this whole bull run.
But the bullish thing is that they said that they're going to make it. The people have to pay for it with Medicaid.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, that's really awesome. Wow.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so they have to buy Medicaid.
Correct. Yes. So it gives it extra utility and it creates buy pressure, and they're going to keep it on reserve. Medicaid is.
Danny, I don't think I've never heard of a project doing that before, making like a partner pay for something in their token. That's so cool. It's a great idea.
It's pretty dope. So they have a bunch of different ways to generate buy pressure for Medicaid. I love the fact that they're leaning into Telegram games. Telegram is, I think, like the most used, app in crypto, and just linking mobile gaming with that is super bullish. Naka did it, and Naka was praised for it. And I think if they can just draw comparisons to Naka, that they'll do well, because people will look at Naka and they'll look at Medicaid, and it'll be like a relative, comparison, right? So if Naka,
you need that. You need like
correct.
That's why there's like McDonald's and there's like Hungry Jack's, or there's always two everything. There's a Shell and BP for service stations, and they're always across the road from each other, especially in Australia. Like there's always these. There's Woolworths and Coles here for our two main shopping shops, like grocery shopping. There's always like two of them, and that really helps them both drive up and almost creates like a little mini monopoly. So I'm happy with that. If Medicaid and Naka become the monopoly on the awesome, they're both on Ethereum, right? Is Naka on Ethereum as well?
Naka's on Polygon, maybe, or BNB. Where's it on? I think it's not on Ethereum. Polygon.
Okay. Well, even better. Even better.
Well, it's on layer 2, but yeah. But Naka, the thing about Naka is it's got confirmation from the market, right? It's hit a $300 million market cap. It's at 144 right now. It seems poised and destined to break $1 billion and go higher. And so if people look at Naka and they say, well, Medicaid, if they build out awareness of Medicaid and they say Naka is valued at $2 billion, but Medicaid is still down here, it's kind of like a magnet for the price, I think. As long as, and Russ is definitely, set on creating awareness for the token.
You got to check out Chuck Boy's latest comment. It is absolutely hilarious. You can't start Inferno without earn. I'm sure he's going to love that.
If Chuck Boy changes his name to Inferno Boy, there can be problems. Yeah, that's not going to happen, right?
What he needs to do is just set his head on fire, like with his icon. Set Chuck ablaze. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, he said he's going to roll some of his Inferno profits into Chuck, so that's going to be good. He wants to beat you and I, Danny, and at holding
in terms of getting more Chuck than us. Let's pull up.
That's the wrong one.
It's the wrong one. It's all right.
I don't know if it's on CoinGecko yet. Oh, Chuck is, but not in. I don't think Inferno is yet.
I haven't even looked at it. Chuck has been a stable coin.
Yeah, stable coin. Pretty stable. Go to 1 month.
Yeah. But 1 month, here we go. Yeah, look at that. Stable.
Hasn't moved much, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, actually that move down is from Ethereum too.
Correct.
Ethereum.
Yeah, this move down is from Ethereum.
Can you draw over that with Ethereum chart? Does it let you select it? Maybe not here.
How do I do that? I gotta pair it, right?
I don't know how. Maybe I'm thinking. Oh, at the bottom it said Ethereum. At the bottom there's a check mark. Compare with Ethereum. See that? Under your mouse.
Oh, I see right here.
Yeah, check that.
Look at that.
It's almost identical. Yeah.
Yes, that's Chuck and Ethereum, and you can see.
Looks like Chuck's holding up against Ethereum. If you
look at it, yeah. So
Yeah,
Chuck is in blue. Ethereum's in purple, right? So it's down a bit against Ethereum,
yeah,
but not much.
it's a very similar pattern, right? So when Ethereum goes back up, Chuck's going to go back up, and actually that happens with altcoins. They get hit harder than the bigger layer ones. Layer ones sort of. Have you seen that meme of like all they've got all the meme coins or all the altcoins even, and they're standing on they're sitting on like a ledge, and
Yeah.
then a Bitcoin jumps over and knocks the whole
Yeah.
lot over.
Yeah.
Uh, I love those memes. They're really fun.
They really put things in perspective.
Okay, Danny, Ethan's asking you what Titan X is all about. Do you want me to answer that for you? Because I know a little bit more about Titan X.
Yeah, go for it.
So Ethan, so Titan X is basically an ecosystem built on Ethereum. It's fair launched, double audited, decentralized. Everything is all the burn. It's constantly about burning, and all the burns are done by the users. So there's no central entity. No one can be sued. And heaps of other tokens and protocols are launching on top of Titan X, and they're paired with Titan X, and they burn Titan X. So, for instance, there is, Dragon X. There's Inferno. There's Hyper. There's now Hydra, and they're all paired with Titan X. And now Inferno is the main meme coin, and it's just launched. It's only 8 weeks old, and they just finished minting it last week, and it's now 5 million market cap. They've already burnt 42% of Inferno, and they're building another 5 or 6 protocols that are paired with and burning Inferno. So Inferno looks like it's going to go crazy. And Titan X in general, Titan X, Dragon X, and Inferno, the 3 tokens I would hold. Not financial advice, but those 3 are the best to just buy and hold. If you don't want to do any mining or minting or auctioning, there's so many options in this ecosystem. It's really, really fun. It's very complex. But if you don't want to think too much about it, don't want to break your brain, just buy Titan X, Dragon X, and Inferno. That's the easiest 3 to buy and hold. You don't have to worry about it because everything burns everything, basically. And Danny, what would you add to that?
No, Soul had a question. Is Titan X a blockchain or off-chain layer 2?
It's not a blockchain. It's on Ethereum. So it's just an ERC20 token in general, but all these other protocols are built on top of it. Every single one of them is fair launch and double audited, triple audited. There's no team tokens. There's no VCs. There's nothing like that in this system, which is really, really unique. And they've all got white papers. It's all very clear. You can check out TitanXHub.com. I'll write it in the chat as well. That's where you can get all the information about it. And it has there's about 21 protocols on there in Titan X. Only about 6 or 7 of them are live. And there's another 20 that aren't even on there yet. So by the end of this year, we're going to have about 30 different protocols running on Titan X. And it's just crazy, man. I think Titan X has burnt 35%, and they also have 20% or something like that in staking. So, and even just today, they launched Hydra, and Hydra is like a compounding protocol. And that's already had over 10 trillion Titan X put into it, which is like, I think it's 12 or 13% of the total supply of Titan X that's available. Liquid has already just been put in a protocol in less than 24 hours. So yeah, it's all going off, man. It's going to be really fun. And we're not even the bull run yet. And so Hex, last cycle, Hex is very similar. This is like a way better version of Hex. The difference with Hex is Hex was already pre-mined, and like they had a whole bunch of it from the team. So that's the difference with Titan X. There's nothing like that in terms of there's no team that have a whole bunch of it. It's all decentralized and sort of rug proof. That said, obviously large whales can still dump. That can happen any project. But yeah, that's probably my whole wrap of it.
Nice. Yeah. And I think Jordan said he's going to be making a video on a simplified, right? To simplify. So people
the best I can. Yeah, I think I want to do like 1 to 2 minute videos on each protocol, and I might pay someone to do like a cool animation to make it like really easy to understand. We'll see how we go, but they just don't have 101 basics for Titan X right now. There needs to be like a link, a PDF file or something that makes it really easy. to understand. But yeah, it's still going to get a lot of people into it.
Pixel, what's good, man? Yeah, patience and conviction. This is the way, man. If you've held this long, we're close, man. Let's see. I think Bitcoin's. I'm waiting for a breakout, man. I want to see Bitcoin break out, and I can't wait for October.
So yeah, Chucktober.
Chucktober.
Pixel Trader said he didn't mint enough of the Casper.
Casper
Is it
memes.
Casper meme coins? I heard one of them did like a 10x or 20x.
Already, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Casper the Ghost, something like that on Casper. It's a clever idea, clever meme.
That is a good meme. Casper's been like, the Casper chart has been incredible. This is the 3-month. I mean, if you compare this, if you look at this Casper chart, it's the healthiest maybe I've seen. Have you seen a healthier chart?
Wow, that is really good looking. Was 4 billion market cap?
Yeah.
Can you go to all time, like max? I want to see what it was in the last bull run.
No, it was it launched.
There's nothing like that in crypto right now. That's the only chart that looks like that. Actually, Inferno looks like that. But instead of being 4 billion, Inferno's at 5 million. Not financial advice.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Jordan's, go for it.
I'm not pushing Inferno. I would never do such a thing. But look, Chuck is the best meme coin on base. That's just how it is. And Inferno is the best meme coin on TitanX.
Yeah, and someone mentioned the volume on Chuck, but volume is dead across meme coin, especially like the base ecosystem. So it's not really an indicator. Chuck has actually held strong at approximately $2 million market cap over the last few months. So that's all good. What about AI, Jordan? What do you?
I like AITECH. I like AITECH. I used to have AITECH. I sold it all.
Sold it?
I rolled it into TET and Medicaid and a little bit into TitanX.
So now you don't have any exposure to AI?
You don't have any?
No, you don't. I'm asking you. Do you have any exposure?
No, I don't have any now. But I had AITECH. I like AITECH.
Oh, you do have AITECH still?
No, I used to. I sold it. I had a big bag of it.
So you have no AI coins?
No, zero AI. Well, Medicaid have AI now.
Yeah, but that's like gaming.
And I'm sure TitanX has some AI coins. Are going to be. You know what? We should do that. Let's do an AI coin on TitanX. Let's go. But what I didn't like about AITECH is that they said they had a warehouse when they didn't at the start. So there's a little bit of FUD around that. But I still think it's already done, like what? I think up to 300 million market cap. So yeah, it's definitely, it's going to at least hit that again, if not higher than that. Yeah, you got like what's that, like a 4 or 5x already, just to get back to all-time highs.
Yeah, I think it'll get there. I mean, barring anything could happen, right? And the thing about AI coins is that a lot of them could be like vaporware. You don't really know what's going on.
That's why I'm avoiding them, Danny. You nailed it.
Yeah. You don't know what's going on under the hood of a lot of these. So it's kind of like rolling the dice. But the chart was super strong, right? It got to a $300 million market cap. They have a launch pad, right, that launched some pretty decent projects, and they have the potential. You know, they're also very much, I guess, have you seen their like roadmap?
I haven't seen it lately. If they've changed it, you got the white paper there. You can click it there. I think from
on the roadmap is a $2 billion market cap. That's on their roadmap, which is funny.
That's like a 22x from here, I think.
Yeah, but just funny that they put that on the roadmap.
I don't know if is it still there? Oh, roadmap.
Here it is, roadmap. Yeah, see? Roadmap, Q1, Q2, $250 million market cap. Q3 to 4, $2 billion market cap.
Oh my gosh, it says it. Yeah. Are they allowed to do that?
Have you ever seen this?
I've never seen a token ever say a market cap in the white paper. That is awesome.
It's so funny.
I have to buy back in. No. So that's the other thing is if TitanX or Chuck or something like that takes off like crazy, and I do like a 10x, 20x early, then there might be time to buy some of these things back, like AITECH, right? If Medicaid, same thing, Medicaid blows up. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm really not fussed. I'm really happy with my choices. I think TET can do 50x to 100x. I think Medicaid has the same potential. I think Chuck can do 100 to 500x, and I think Inferno can do infinity. So
Infinity, he said.
well, it can because it keeps burning, right? It keeps going up, and more people. There's more protocols. These protocols are like when I talk about protocols, each one of them is a token, right? You know, you've done. You and I have helped start Chuck. We know how difficult it is to actually get your CoinGecko listing, get your coin market cap listing, get all the website together and promote it, and all the different layers and aspects that go into actually starting a token. Imagine 5 or 6 of those with that much effort on top of Inferno, burning Inferno. Like it's got no place to go but the moon, right? It's just crazy. Imagine if we had like 5 other tokens on top of Chuck that just burn Chuck. That would just be insane.
Yeah. No, it's a crazy ecosystem they've got over there.
Medicaid, AMA worth a watch.
Oh, updated white paper. New partnerships will buy 100%. Yeah, of their MCADE from the open market for the month of October.
October.
Yeah.
Chucktober. Medicaid Ober. No, I don't know how that one works.
That doesn't sound right? But it sounds right.
Tetober. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear that? There's some mowing behind me. Is it coming through or not really?
It did for a second. I think it passed.
Right,
cool. Yeah, Russ was in Germany for a gaming expo. Then he was in Seoul, Korea. And now he's in Singapore.
Yeah, he's everywhere. I've seen photos of him getting on off airplanes and stuff. He's an awesome guy. Oh yeah, so is Hex actually a blockchain? Maybe it is. I don't remember that exactly. But what I do know is that Hex locked people up, and a lot of people lost a lot of money on Hex because it went really high, but they were locked up for like years and years and years. The cool thing of Titan X is almost nothing locks more than 3 months. And in crypto, Danny, you probably agree with this. You've seen this, that even when something drops, it usually doesn't drop super, super fast. Maybe you won't get the top. Maybe you won't even get the bottom. You'll still get some value back if your tokens get unlocked within 3 months. Yeah, I wouldn't lock anything in the Titan X ecosystem right before, like right after Bitcoin's hit a peak and everything's going crazy. I wouldn't lock it for 3 months then. I think it's a bad idea. But before then, like now, 3 months is nothing, right? Like we're just getting into the bull run. So I think like I've locked a few different things. I've got the Hyperminer and Hydra Miner. They're both locked for 3 months. They unlock in December. So that's going to be really, really fun. Be a nice Christmas present, right? If those have done like a 5x, 10x, 100x, whatever they are. One of them right now says it's going to do an 80x, but we'll see what it actually does by the time we get there.
How about Resistance Dog? Do you hold it?
Do you have any redo?
Then? I do, yeah. Yeah, I think it could do well.
Go for it.
I think it will do well. For those not familiar, it is the #1 meme coin on Ton Network. It was the mascot. It is the mascot of Ton Network, designed by the founder. What's his name? Pavlo. Right? Is that his name?
Pablo. Is it? I forgot his name. But they added it, right? They added to the logo of Ton. That's correct. I don't know if it's still there.
So I think just being the #1 meme coin on Ton, and Ton quietly got to a top 10.
It just crept up there out of nowhere.
It's crazy that it's in the top 10. It's got what's
that? 14 billion market? Wow.
Yeah.
So generally meme coins have like 10 to 5%, right? Of that right. Market cap is in the main meme coin. So if it did that, that's I don't know what that is. But what's Redo right now?
Redo is at 35 million.
Yeah, so that's like 1,000x or something. Crazy.
Yeah, it could get to. I think Ton Coin, if it is successful and continues to do well, could conceivably get to 50 billion to 80 billion this cycle, right? And so then I think Resistance Dog will top $1 billion and get into the billions. So from here, it's at
330x.
What's that?
Yeah, you get a 330x, right? From
you get if it hit 10 billion, which is possible, you can get a 300x. We'll
Did you
see.
say 10 billion for ton? So for redo?
I said if, yeah.
Oh, that would
But
be a 3000x. That's a
3,000?
3000. Yeah.
No
Just to
way.
1 billion would be a 300x. No, maybe you're right. No, I think I've got the
No.
math wrong.
Yeah, no.
Off by 0.
100x is to 3.5 billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
3.5. Yeah.
yeah. But it's possible. I think that it's got the right branding, it's got the right narrative, and the whole idea of resistance when he got arrested, and there's that whole battle going on for free speech, and so I think that it's going to do well. And yeah, it's also
Yeah,
got endorsed by
it pumped
crashes.
like crazy. Do you remember when it pumped up like 200% in a day because of that news? It went crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. I was surprised to see it come back so fast.
I think a lot of people took profit, right? Because a lot of people got in early. We know a guy got in like I think it was 1 or 2 million market cap.
Yeah, 1 million. Yeah.
8x still. Even
Here
now.
it is. This is the straight line up when he got arrested. That was wild. And at peak, it hit about $120 million market cap.
Yeah, so that means that guy we know would have been up 120x, which is just awesome to get such crazy gains. And he didn't sell, which is even crazier, right?
He was buying more. Yeah.
It would be good though if he sold it all then, right? And then
It's hard to time these things. Yeah.
and then bought it again when it drops. He could just multiply his money. But yeah, I'm not a trader like that either. I just buy and hold generally. What do you think, Danny? Do you want to answer that one, even though it's for me? What do you think, Devve? I haven't done a lot of research on it lately. I like the founder. I've watched some of his videos. They've got a cool game, right? Devve has a cool game as well.
Yeah, they do have a game there that they're developing. I like it. I like the narrative of it. It's an ESG, like a green layer 1 with sharding capabilities that could bring transactions per second up to like 8 million per second. They got an exchange in the works. They've got a launch pad. So there's a lot going on there. You can get they're talking about possibly having adoption by countries and things like that because of the ESG things. So we'll see. It's gotten beat down because of the unlocks. I like
Tectum. They sold a lot of tokens, right? A lot of pre-sale, and that's why the charts look like it does.
Right. Not the greatest tokenomics. I like Tectum more, but I hold Devve also.
But what's your Devve? It must be like 90% down or something.
Let me look. It's down a lot. Not 90%. I bought a bunch at like 15 cents and 20 cents also.
Is that like the low? You got
I did, yeah. I mean, I bought.
Nice. I think that's something you can do if you really believe in a project. You can always double down at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm down about 60%.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It is what it is. These are the things. You get caught up. The market starts running, and it's hard to this cycle, particularly with the ETFs, right? We thought, Bitcoin never had hit, a new all-time high before a halving.
That was crazy. That was crazy time. Yeah, my portfolio hit $1 million then, and now it's retraced a lot. It's a harsh retrace, man.
Are you like hardened to the retracements?
Pardon?
Are you like hardened to it? Like, are you like does it
bother
you?
It doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to, but it's still not fun when your portfolio hit $1 million. Now it's at 400,000 or whatever. Like it's it's harsh, but yeah, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. It was a pretty slow decline though. I've had big drops before. I've had big gains. I've gained a couple $100,000 in like a day. And that obviously feels awesome. And then opposite when it just tanks like the same amount. Break even of Devve got $50,000 worth. Wow, look at Muhammad.
50. No, I think he means 50K Devve.
I don't know. I think he's a bit of a whale. He's got a bit of everything. I don't think there's a token that I've seen that he doesn't have, unless he said OMI to 0, so maybe he's sold all his OMI.
Now he's got about, I know he's big in Devve. I think Medicaid, and I think he went hard on Tectum. He got Tectum, I think, cheap.
I think he's got some Chuck as well. Yeah,
of course he's got Chuck. Yeah, he's got Chuck also.
Yeah. He needs to get some Inferno. Get the birds going. No, 50,000 in coins. Oh, yeah, what is that?
Coins. Yeah.
So I
mean, if he had 50K in dollars amount, he'd have about 200,000 Devve coins.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
Tectum at $5. Whoa, no. When was that?
Yeah, that
Must have
was
been last year.
a month ago.
Not $5, was it?
Yeah. He got
Well,
he got like the
there was only
local
a
bottom.
day, only a few days. It hit $5.
Look,
That's
right here,
$8.
brother. Right here, man, in August. This is when he bought it.
Oh man, that's really getting the bottom there.
Yeah.
I got it pretty early. I got about $7, $7 and $8. Pretty good.
My initial
You got
buy,
it. Yep.
I sold all my ADA at 40 cents. And I bought TET at about $8 to $9, right around where it is now.
You got a 1 year because I think it was much higher than this, right?
Right after I bought it, it did this.
Yeah, look at that. That's
That
good.
was
But
awesome.
you didn't sell there, did you?
I felt like a genius, man. It went,
And then it came back down.
yeah, and then the whole market came back down. I mean,
But that's a peak. That chart represents my portfolio as well. Like that's
yeah.
that's funny.
It went to $45, and then gradually came down and then came down.
Yeah, I remember everything was flying, right? AITECH, Medicaid was flying as well. But it'll get back there. We'll get there again. We
Yeah,
need
those were
Bitcoin
good
to
days.
start doing its thing. And now with the rate cuts and the printing next month, I think it'll be, and more rate cuts next month. It's gonna really start to heat up. And I think Chucktober, October, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna be good. And then I think November, December are going to be unreal, especially after the election's probably good because there's less unknowns. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, he sold his OMI for
It's a smart
Tectum.
move.
Do you think the election will impact? Like, do you think if Trump loses, that it'll impact crypto?
I don't think Trump can lose. I think the only way he can lose is if it's rigged. That's what I say. Have you seen the blue states, red states heat map at the moment? It was like 70% for Trump. It's very, very high red states now.
I think, man, I think it's going to be close, man.
Elon Musk posted it today. I can pull it up and share it.
I don't trust what people post anymore.
It's Elon Musk. You got to trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone, man.
I trust him with my free speech. Sort of. Well, he says when he can't do it, right?
Let's see.
Oh, I can't find it. Oh, yeah, here we go. I got it.
Go ahead, pull it up.
I will share. This is not a political stream, but I will just share it anyway. And haters gonna hate. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's going to be like this.
Look at that. That's like 65-35 or something.
Where's the source?
This is Elon Musk.
Yeah, I know. But where do you get this information?
He
He just colored the map.
Electro College model, according to Nate Silver.
Okay.
No toss up. Leading Repco report. No idea. Oh, they got 570,000 followers.
Yeah,
I'll just go out of that so you can see. It shows there. Trending well. Elon Musk.
Yeah, the thing about it is if like the pollers are leaning one way, we'll see. Like if you look at like betting odds, they've got Kamala at.
Hey Danny, here's a question for you. Why have they taken off the voter ID for US? That's really weird.
What do you mean?
There's a check mark list somewhere of like you need ID for every single thing in US except for voting right now. It's silly. And then like in Australia, you have to show your ID.
Vote, I need my ID.
You do?
Yeah.
I saw something about no ID for voting. If Trump loses, we're all fucked.
That might be for mail-in votes.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
For mail-in votes.
I think they should ban all mail-in votes.
Mm.
We'll see. I'm sure we'll see what happens. What do you think, Danny? What do you think happens if Trump loses? Do you think nothing changes?
I don't think it's going to matter. I think it'll be more bullish if he wins because, I think you'll get Gary Gensler fired and things like that. But I think it'll be a short-term, pump maybe. But I think the cycle is going to play out the way it would have. And, there have been times when we've had, we went through Gensler and the whole current administration against Bitcoin, and we hit an all-time high last cycle. So
Yeah, I said to the wife, if Trump loses, we'll probably just get to 5 million in the portfolio. If Trump wins, we'll probably go to like 20 million. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well,
So,
good.
yeah, I prefer the Trump winning. I think it'll be better. Do you see he wants to appoint RFK as like the health minister, and he's
Yeah.
going to help sort out the FDA with their dodgy stuff? And it's good because RFK is like 70, I don't know, 73, 74 years old, something like that. He's tanked. He's like really strong, and he eats well. And so it was good to see. Have you seen him working out? He's like
Yeah. He's diesel. Yeah.
he's ripped. So have you seen the current health ministers around the world? I can find a photo if you want. All of them are like well and truly like obese, overweight.
Really?
The health ministers of the world. Yeah, I'll find a photo. And like you can't. It's just silly. It's just silly that they have such a thing.
Ethan's asking about a Binance listing on Chuck. I don't know if we're going to get Binance.
Here we go. Check this out. I'm sure I'm going to get roasted, but I don't really care. Is it going to... Oh, here we go. Can you see that? Everyone just saw my emails. Oh, well.
This is true.
Yeah.
I know this guy in the bottom left. He's ours.
Health ministers of the world. Do they look healthy to you, Danny? Does that look like the world's health?
That can't be. Look at the eyes on the one second top on the right. Her eyes don't look healthy.
No, I don't think any of them look healthy, right? Like that's...
But I think they took the most unhealthiest
That's
pictures.
why we need RFK to step in and teach people about health. It's ridiculous.
I mean, there would definitely be a more, definitely you have RFK, to have JD Vance, who has like $250,000 in Bitcoin, I think. And Vivek is a big Bitcoin guy. So, but we'll see how it plays out. Politics aside, I'm kind of independent. I mean, I am independent. So, but we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be interesting for sure. October, November. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Well, thanks for the stream, Danny. I've got to head off soon. The kids are... I don't know if you can hear them in the background. I had like the mower guy here. We got the kids going all crazy.
Yeah,
it's all happening.
We went back to back. It was a good time, Jordan. Thanks for
thanks, Danny. Yeah, appreciate you coming on the other stream as well. Always good to have your support and your help. And yeah, like we're going to grow together, guys. And so I think we're skipping tomorrow's Chuck Crypto Roundhouse. Is that right? We're going to next week.
Yeah, I got to work. Yeah.
And next week we're gonna do the Burn Lotto drawing as well. So make sure you get your Burn Lotto entries in, because that'll be really fun.
Get the Burn Lottery going. You can find that on the Chuck Official X. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining, Jordan. Peace out.
Thanks, Danny. Bye-bye.